This video is sponsored by Honkai Impact 3rd. Honkai Impact 3rd is the free-to-play action RPG and they are just celebrating their 2nd year anniversary. Yes, you may have seen them on my channel before, but they've just dropped a new update, and when I say update, it is absolutely massive, which includes a new post-Honkai apocalyptic setting that takes place 8 years after Honkai Impact, the Odyssey, and a brand new Valkyrie Durandal. Are you ready for this fucking bass drop? Hit it! Still best girl in my heart. Not only that, but it now features improved 3D aerial focused combat that adds way more to the air juggling mechanics that were there before. I think it's actually insane just how much has changed since I last worked with them, because they've almost added a new game's worth of stuff since then. And not only that, but this bad boy is now also cross-platform. Yes, you can play this on either mobile or PC. Veteran players that log in since January 23rd will be able to claim a ton of benefits, including an S-tier Valkyrie hero, and you can also use the exclusive redemption code below for free crystals. This redemption code is only available for 24 hours after the release of this video, so if you want to get on all the available freebies, click that link in the description to download it today. And with that said, let's get on with the video.
Hey Garnt, aren't you meant to be working?
Oh well, you know, the world's going crazy right now and everyone's in quarantine, so I don't want to risk going to work. You know, I'm just trying to do my part.
But your office is right there.
Oh, fuck. Hey guys, it's your friendly neighborhood degenerate here. It's spring 2020 and the entire world is practicing social distancing while you're already a 5th Dan Black Belt Challenger tier Grandmaster at the thing. So while the whole world's on fire and fun has officially been made illegal, it's time to do our parts by showing the world what we call a pro-quarantine move. It's time to watch some seasonal anime.
Players,
Problem?
Gaming. Oh, there's certainly a problem. We got a damn gamer.
You know, sometimes you see this thing which on paper should kick fucking ass, but somehow doesn't quite come together? Well, how about Eureka 7 meets Carol and Tuesday with mechs driven by the power of rock music?
You son of a bitch. I'm in.
By all intents and purposes, I should love this show. An anime original with an FLCL-esque soundtrack, references to classic rock from Jimi Hendrix to Led Zeppelin, and a mid-2000s anime vibe that is so rare to find nowadays, but something about it just doesn't quite hit the right notes.
Bazinga.
Maybe it was the ugly CG mechs, maybe it was the bland monsters, maybe it was the forgettable characters, maybe it was the writing. But with a concept this cool and an OST that is screaming my kind of vibes, I really want to love this show. I just really hope it pulls it together because this should be fucking awesome. You know what? I gotta be honest with you guys. For the first time in a while, this season is actually quite safe. There wasn't really anything offensively bad or weird this time, but we got a lot of interesting stuff. So you know what? We're just gonna keep the memes light this episode and do a rundown of what's worth watching. PA Works are hitting us with a new anime-only original about a genius antisocial inventor taking part in a transcontinental race over America in Senku's Bizarre Adventure, Steamball Run.
Oh my god.
I see a lot of promise in this one. Just looking at the characters and vehicle designs, everything's so vibrant and full of personality. It looks like this is going to be anime wacky racers with a bit of redline sprinkled in there, in a very unique setting of good old Japanese-speaking 1920s America. Ever since Shirobako, I feel like PA Works just hasn't quite hit the mark with its anime-only originals. But with the passion I feel being put into this and Violet Evergarden's composer Evan Cole doing the OST, I've got a good feeling about this one. To get our usual rundown of sequels out the way, Kaguya is back, we've got Fruits Basket, the book Isekai. Is anyone still actually watching Shokugeki? How have you not given up on this yet? Oh, we also got ReZero Season 2, can't forget about that. What's ReZero? Alright class, who here has an unhealthy hobby of watching things that emotionally obliterate them? You ever watch a single episode of an anime and even though nothing substantial or dramatic happens, you think to yourself, yeah, this show's gonna fucking destroy me. Seeing yesterday for me was something that quietly emanated that this could be something special, even if on paper it's just a slice of life romance drama with characters that are past adolescence and into adulthood. There's no dramatic premise, there's no melodrama to tug at your heartstrings, it's just been a while since I've seen writing so emotionally resonant. It just captures post-adolescence so painfully well. There will be times where characters will just throw out this line, and without dwelling on it or making a big deal, you think, crap, That hits way too close to home.
なんか人生逃げ腰だね。え？一生懸命な自分ってのはかっこ悪いと思って？卑屈になって逃げ道作ってるだけじゃねえの？どう転んでも自分が傷つかないようにさ。
Each episode has been so layered in substance, it feels like you've gone through a whole season in just 20 minutes, that by the end of the first episode, I was already 100% invested. This is an absolutely beautiful show, and I'm pleasantly surprised that after all the cute girls do cute things show Dogokobo is known for, they've immediately found their groove with depressed adults do existential crisis things. Still have no idea what the title actually means though. All my troubles seem so far away. And now for a show I had no idea I would have any interest in, a workplace comedy about radio broadcasting. See, what I love about a show like this is that I could have no prior knowledge or interest in the subject matter it tackles, but the main lead is such an engrossing and entertaining character, I can't help but appreciate the skill and talent that goes into being a great radio host by watching her journey in becoming one. Mad props to a voice actress who is as impressive as the narrative needs her to be, with a voice performance that is absolutely captivating. It feels like you're listening to a Rakugo performance every time she opens her mouth, while sucker punching you with this completely in-your-face machine gun delivery.
皆さん、たった今酒に飲まれたバカが長々と管を巻いていましたが、嫁からは無言で離婚届を突きつけられ、娘からは今すぐ死ねと唾を吐きかけられ、それらの言葉のどこに個々の人格への興味があるでしょうか。お前は地の果てまでも追い詰めて殺す。
And now, a poem to send to your quarantine crush. Roses are red, violets are blue.
実はあんたの中でおしっこ漏らしちゃった。
This is the kind of hot, edgy mess my 16-year-old self would have absolutely eaten up. So it's a good thing I haven't actually mentally aged since then. So far, this has followed the edgy death game formula to a T. Gratuitous violence, horny as fuck. Here's what a spineless, wimpy protagonist normally looks like in any other show. Here's what a spineless, wimpy protagonist actually looks like to a mentally unstable anime girl in a death game. But even so, this one actually looks like it's got the production values to back it up. Look at this fight. What's most impressive isn't just the choreography or the animation, but it's how they've conveyed a sense of weight so well. You can absolutely feel the power behind these punches. A furry beatdown has never looked this good. Also, I've got to give a shout out to Claire. Normally we just see an over-the-top discount Yuno Gasai knockoff, but sometimes you find a character that's just the perfect amount of crazy, that every part of your being is like, this is a bad idea, this is definitely a bad idea. She is not worth the risk. What do you think, Dick?
I want to risk it all!
I'm scared, yet somehow turned on.
I don't know, man. It's that smile. It's something about that damn smile. Wait a minute. In conclusion, don't stick your dick in crazy. Let crazy stick herself in you.
Hello, you cool cats and kittens. It's Carol at Big Cat Rescue.
Of course, we've got a new original isekai this season with a female protagonist this time, and my first thought when I saw this was, man, I'm pretty sure this title was longer than her original lifespan. I didn't think a reverse harem isekai would be my thing, but it had a surprisingly interesting concept about a girl who's reincarnated into an Otome game as the villainess. And having played the game in her previous life, she realizes that all the endings to the game lead to her dying or being exiled. So she has to try and Steins Gate her way into a new possible ending. I think what hurts the most though is that her harem is already more believable than 90% of every other harem I've seen, because she reminded me that unlike most other bland harem protagonists, she's actually active, and there's more that goes into collecting love interests than just existing. In season 2 of I'm Not a Furry, but Netflix are slowly building their furry monopoly, licensing Trigger's adaptation of the furry versus gamers TikTok war. You know, I've got to give it to Trigger. They've done some great stuff, but a lot of it can be hit or miss. But we always end up watching them anyway, and this will be no different. Because, I mean, it's Trigger. If it's good, we'll praise them to high heaven, and if it's bad, we'll just say A1 Pictures made it. Honestly though, this does look on the more promising side of things. People are just going to say that this is the sequel to the world of Beastars, but what they don't realize is that Beastars is just a sequel to the world of interspecies reviewers. Kakishigoto is a new show from the creator of Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei, about a manga artist who's trying to hide from his innocent daughter the fact that he's the creator of some kind of famous lewd manga or something.
プレゼント用の T シャツお持ちしました。
You know, I can't tell yet if this is going to be a nice wholesome comedy or if it's going to shred my heart to pieces. Probably both. We have a new comedy about a sugar daddy detective who's effectively figured out how to pay to win at life. I'm not really sure how else to describe this show.
What are your superpowers again? I'm rich.
Yeah, that'll do. Looks like the moe flavor of this month is cute girls do fishing and cute girls do baseball. If you're just looking for some cute anime girls having some harmless baseball fun. You know, even with all the cancellations we've had, this might be one of the most balanced seasons we've had for a while. No one genre is dominating too much, and there's good enough variety that there's at least one show for everyone. But you may be wondering if there's any other shows I'm keeping an eye on in spring. Well, there might be one. It's been a while since I've been this interested to see how an anime will turn out. Tower of God is the first anime project that's come from a collaboration between Crunchyroll and Webtoons. It focuses around a tower that said whoever can climb all levels can be granted any desire they wish. Participants have to pass various tests on every level to ascend, and just from the first few episodes, you can really get a sense that a lot of thought has been put into the world building, the power systems, and filling it with a very colourful cast of characters. There's a talking alligator, a badass lizard girl, a dude who seems to have a very complicated family past, and then there's the main character, who's repeatedly risking his life in the tower just so he can get the chance to see some blonde chick.
It's time to simp.
So far, it's given off some heavy Hunter x Hunter vibes, in a good way, not to mention Kevin Penkin is also doing the soundtrack, so it's got a lot of things going for it. This looks like it could be some premium shonen junk food, but what interests me more is what it could mean for the wider anime landscape. Webtoons is a platform that has popped up exclusively during the age of the internet. Originating from Korea, it was a place where artists could upload their own stories and has been the place that has popularized Korean webcomics. Nowadays, it's populated with stories from people all over the world, but the fact that Tower of God is the first of a few shows to be adapted on the platform, this could spell a new era of this industry, because this opens up a whole new world of possibilities. Solo Leveling isn't Webtoons, but you can bet if this goes down well, there's gonna be a lot of interest. Korean manhwa adaptations in general might not be a far-off dream, and hell, what about the world of Chinese manhwa? Anything could be free game if this experiment pans out. So make no mistake, if this turns out to be a good adaptation and a massive hit, which it very much looks like it could be, this could be one of the most important anime of recent times, and the show we look back to that signaled the start of a new landscape in the anime sphere. Also, Yuri is my girl. I'm just gonna claim her now. We all cool with that? I don't even care if she comes packaged in with her little dwarf helper. Huh. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you again to Honkai Impact 3rd for sponsoring this video. I think the work they are doing is fucking fantastic, and they are really pushing the boundaries of what you can do with mobile gaming. So if this looks interesting to you, click the link in the description to give it a go and check out the massive update that they just dropped. And with that said, thank you very much to Walto, Weebologist Ricky, Robert Harnborg, Joe Augustine, Mike Elfin, Zob Mondo, and everyone else on my Patreon for helping to support me for this month. I hope quarantine's been treating you well. I don't know what the fuck to do with myself anymore. There's only so much anime I can watch before going fucking insane, okay? Damn, I really should have got a fucking haircut before quarantine started. You wanna say hi, Megamin? You wanna say hi? Well, I hope you guys have something to keep you company during these tough times. What the fuck has quarantine done to us?